Hello everyone, this is Mad Dog 32, aka JW Dolphin Fan. We're back playing some more Marvel Spider-Man. Without further ado, let's get back into it. Actually, I'm curious, if I messed up the intro last time, I'm sorry about that. I might have said Spider-Man PS4 or something else. Might have said a whole different game to be real. Because actually, I might have, no, I didn't, what did I say? Maybe I did do it right. Sometimes I do the intro and I forget that, like, I'll do the intro so straight and fast that I forget that I'm saying something. So it happens a lot where I almost like if I know a game's like it happened in Fist of the North Star a lot when I would almost say Yakuza. But anyway, um, we're rocking the good old 2099 Spider-Man, the classic one. But actually, I want to show a fun thing about this. As you can see, it's called the Spider-Man 29 Black Suit. Now, that is a super deep Easter egg in itself because back in the day when Spider-Man 29 was a thing, when he came out, he obviously his suit looked like this, but he had a web cape. They never put the web cape, which I'm kind of sad about, but he has a web cape, and it's a little short web cape. But anyway, in this suit, in the comics, they technically, when they see him, refer to him as the guy in black, and so the suit itself should be black. It should be black and red. But the reason why it says bluish purple
Hey, Peter, we're all
is
set for the party
because
whenever you're ready.
Cool, I'm on my way.
back in the day it's actually harder to draw a suit that was all black and shade and all the other stuff. So it was easier for them just to make it blue and just say it was black. So it's a fun fact. That's why you get those like different versions of Venom that are more purple instead of like a black or even like a. It's usually between a black, a blue, a dark blue, and a purple is what Venom colors usually tend to be. So that's when you get those like color variations because it's because they were trying to save not save cost, but trying to make it easier on themselves by making it a lighter color than just straight black. But yeah, it's fun fact. Yeah, this is one of the best suits Spider-Man's ever like had. A Spider-Man has ever had, because it's honestly like it's kind of weird on this Peter because it makes him look buffer and taller, but this shit is intimidating as fuck. If you don't know, Spider-Man 2099 is Miguel O'Hara, who actually has like natural spider powers, but he works for Alchemax, which is basically the evil corporation, and he made his suit there and all that stuff. But anyhow, the reason why they kind of have this design, as you see, he doesn't really have a spider per se. He has a skull. That's because he's Hispanic. But he's also related to. He's an actual descendant of Peter Parker, and he's yeah, like I said, he's actually Hispanic. He's mixed. Yeah, it's a fun reason why his suit's different.
Now, where did I put my bag?
This suit's in every game, and it's one of those ones where it's like, yeah, it's gonna show up in pretty much almost all the games. Like, I'm trying to think outside because even the Spider-Man, like the Spider-Man game and on the PlayStation 1, in the first one and the second one, I think it both had the 2099 suit. Ultimate Spider-Man didn't. Obviously, Spider-Man, both movie games didn't. All the movie ones had their own stuff.
Mr. Lee's probably in the kitchen getting ready for the party.
But yeah, everything else had it, it seems. Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man 1 and 2 had it. Shattered Dimensions, Edge of Time, obviously. All had it. All had it in the game. My thing, though, is, one of the things I always liked when I was younger was the first, the first Spider-Man, like, Raimi trilogy.
Hey,
The first Spider-Man game of that, because I always played that when I was younger on the GameCube before I went to school. And it was so fun too, because that game had it had this like the wrestler suit he had in the movie. It had his normal Spider-Man suit, and that game actually has the Alex Ross design of Spider-Man.
There are some heavy
No,
boxes.
no, no.
In that game,
not yet.
which I think is I think Alex Ross's design might have
just
been
wanna talk.
in Edge of Spider-Man Edge of Time, but I think that's the only other game it's actually been in. To my knowledge, so
Peter.
yeah, it's fun thing about that
Are
game.
you in trouble?
Oh, and that game allowed you to
You
play
need
as
help?
Harry Osborn as the Green Goblin before
No.
that happened in the third movie,
Girl
which is
problems
funny because it
again.
changed the
What?
dialogue
No,
and
that's
stuff.
crazy.
I still wish you and MJ could work things out. She's a great girl.
She is,
The two of you would make some beautiful babies.
Wow, Aunt May, you really bring up children. Look, I'm only like 23. Can you cut me some slack?
Come on, you can tell me.
These past few years, you helping me through college and working here, sacrificing so much and asking for nothing.
I'm just a boss like that. Just like, I'm just that cool.
5 years ago, you walked in here and told me you were inspired by my mission to help others. Now it's you who inspires me. Thank you, May, for everything. Here's to many more years of service.
Aunt May's so fucking cool. That's one thick-ass cake. Ah, man, I got a slight headache, which is sucks, because I do want to record another video,
I just wish I could do more.
Well, May's always told me if you help someone.
That sucks.
You help
Because I'm going to have to finish this recording. I don't think I'll be able to record another
maybe we
one
should
until,
send
like,
May to
later.
City Hall to have a word with the mayor.
Why the hell? Oh, that's... the controller is vibrating. I'm like, what the hell was that?
Party and everything. It really means a lot. Voicemail from Yuri. Should check it outside.
Yo, Pete, that aunt of yours is a saint.
Yeah, Aunt May is pretty much, Jesus as a female. No. If there was a female Jesus, it's Aunt May. I don't know if you guys know this, but, like, a funny thing is, like, J. Jonah married Aunt May in the comics, and they got divorced eventually, but, like, it's still a thing they talk about. And it's so funny, because it's just like, wow, you're kind of like dude who slanders and talks shit about you all the time was technically your new uncle. It's kind of funny.
Voicemail from Yuri.
Hey, silent alarm at the auction house holding Fisk's estate sale just tripped.
Well,
Could you
damn.
check it out? Quietly? I don't want to make a scene if it's nothing.
Fisk estate sale. Sounds fun. Wonder what the Kingpin had hidden in his closets.
I assume a bunch of white suits, variations of purple, black suit. I'm not 19 Daredevil masks from every time he beat the shit out of him. I don't know. Yeah, look, it's you, Punisher, and him always getting your ass handed to you by that big buff guy. Not buff guy, but you know what I mean. He's a big dude. I don't know what you would call Wilson Fisk, because he's not fat.
Yeah, had to get
See,
to the
like
lab.
we've had this discussion
Sorry.
before. He's actually stupid
apologize.
dense.
I just wanted to
So
tell
I don't
you
know
how
what you
much
call
you
Wilson
said
Fisk, but
meant to
whatever
me.
Wilson Fisk would be
I
considered.
always wonder if I'm doing right by you.
Stocky.
Stop wondering.
Wilson
After
Fisk
losing
is
my
a
parents and
stocky
Uncle
man.
Ben, there were so many times I would have fallen apart if not for you.
Well, that works both ways, Peter. I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Oh, what the?
May, I don't know what to say.
Oh, I think Mr. Lee needs my help. I should go.
Oh,
See
that's
you
water.
soon, dear.
That was close. I was
I
just
love you.
landing in there.
Love you too.
Let's actually grab this cellular tower. Cellular. Yeah, great English. Great English on me. We're almost to our objective.
Available units, narcotics sale reported. Any officers near firehouse, please copy.
Let's enter this building. One of the weirder details that a lot of the games did that I kind of didn't like is they made it like because it's like the 2099 suits, like really techie suits. They made these like weird glowing lines that would go in and out of the suit. Not in and out, but you know what I mean, like flow through the suit. And like I'm glad they didn't put it in this one because I'd never liked that. The weird thing they do in this one is they add little like darker, different like palette, like different material and palette colored blues. And you can only really see it when you're in like certain lights, and it's kind of weird because like like I said, I'll show it off later when I wear the Scarlet Spider suit. But like the details they add are interesting because it's just it's so comic book accurate and more detailed than the comics because there's more material and different stuff like that. Like I said.
Need to pick him off silently.
Because, like, from this angle, you couldn't tell it's the different shade,
Yuri,
really. But,
The
like,
silent alarm was
once you get into some other angles,
masked
you
gunman
can
and a
super
single
tell there's
hostage.
different shades under
Looks like
the
a
arms.
heist in progress.
Copy that. Sending units your way. Keep the situation from getting worse in the meantime.
Can do. Gotta do this
Actually, can we-
quietly. Don't want to alert
Yeah,
the
you can
others.
kind of see it right there. Slightly different blue under the arms. Or slightly different material that makes it look different blue. Dim the floor. Aim at the point on the floor. What point? What point? Oh, this point. This is one of the weird parts where I'm like, you know, you really don't actually ever have to do that. Like, ever. Stealth in this game is not that complicated. You just kind of...
Looks so cozy.
You could totally bum rush it too. And there are stealth skills that break the stealth system with the superpowers. It's like you could basically go, no one can hear me take out someone. Or call
Should web
back
him
up.
from
It's like,
above.
wow, that's broken. It's pretty damn broken. Shouts out to everyone who, you know, crafts their vents at the exact size for a human being to crawl on. No, PD would be kind of screwed if that company stopped doing stuff, stopped designing buildings.
Whoa, careful.
Damn.
Stay quiet now. Someone's coming. They'll see me down here.
Wears thin.
Someone else is here. I swear. She must have the file.
Oh God.
If they're here, where are they? 眼睛睁大点，有开了。
It's basically teaching you. It can tell you when people are risky or when they're not. Usually, even if they are, let's say, for example, let's say I had impact webbing. I could shoot that dude, then take him out, like right after. The animation's so long too, which is funny because that's the real reason you get caught most of the time by that. It's not that it was like, even that you were
Hey, what
like
is
going
that?
to get caught. It's just the animation took so long, it made you get caught.
This totally belongs to...
Don't move.
Buddy, if I had a nickel for every don't move...
Well, hiya, MJ. Well, hiya.
MJ?
So, fun fact,
What are
that
you
opening
doing
like
here?
stealth segment
Same as you.
apparently
Working.
went
At least-
before.
I was.
Or correction, the segment that's coming
think this
up
is
went
yours.
before that opening
Thanks.
stealth segment, and they actually just
Robbie's got
switched
you
it
covered in a
around,
break-in
which
for
is
the
funny because it like makes the scene weird,
Robbie
even
doesn't
though it
take
makes
the pain
sense
on
kind
here.
of still, you know,
And it wasn't
because
a break-in
like
till a few minutes ago.
the damn
Uh-huh.
camera
Like-
sitting there is random, but like you know what I mean. Just like it still makes sense mostly, even though they apparently switched the scenes around to make it work this way. Yeah, because apparently you're supposed to start off at this, then go to the stealth section, and then find her. Which makes more sense, obviously, because that's
Excuse me.
told in chronological
Hi,
order, but...
Mary Jane Watson. I'm
You know what
covering
I
the
mean.
Fisk estate sale.
Hello. Craig said we'd do this tomorrow.
I like to get a jump on things.
I was
Well,
talking about this
I
the other
won't.
day, because
You'll have to come back
there's no
tomorrow.
PSX, and there's no...
I'm sorry.
PlayStation's not going to E3. Which I don't know if I talked about this on
Hey,
the video.
Craig?
I know I talked this with my girlfriend,
No,
but...
sorry. It just
Um,
it looks like you're gonna
PlayStation's
have to
eaten
run
so
something
good
else
because it
on
has
cover.
literally 3 of
I
the
don't
best
know,
games of the year,
maybe the expressionist
and
piece?
2 of probably the best games coming out
You know
next
what?
year
I
at the
think I can
beginning
make
with
today work.
Kingdom Hearts and
Sure.
Resident Evil Remake.
You're here. No
So
one has the
it's like, yeah, PlayStation can
Okay.
really make y'all
Never
wait
mind.
for the PS5
We're
in
good.
2020, or the announcement in
started.
2019, and then in 2020 it pops. It can honestly make y'all chill on it because
Look around.
P-
and familiarize
PlayStation's
yourself
eating
with the
good.
items. I'll be waiting by the
PlayStation's
doctor's
been
statue.
eating good, but with
Can
the
do.
bangers that came out this year with Spider-Man, Red Dead, and God of War, it's untouchable. It's just literally like, well, shit. I guess I guess PlayStation took the dub. It took the dub. Not graphically, obviously, because the Xbox runs better, but that's fucking... If you're a super stickler for graphics, you should probably get a PC instead of an Xbox. To be 100. To be 100, why would you not just get a, like, work on getting a PC? And just chill with your whatever console you have currently. I guess Xbox is good for backwards compatibility, though. That is what it's really the best for.
Let me know when you're ready to begin.
Sounds good.
Starting with the prize, a one-of-a-kind Kake Monbaku.
Beautiful. It's a Mifune?
Correct. Mr. Fisk has exceptional taste.
Did you know him well before his arrest?
I think Mr. Fish just thinks he's more fancy than he really is.
Let's move on, please.
Fisk is like... He's not a wannabe gangster because he is a gangster, but he's like... Fisk feels like the guy trying to be cool. It's like, dude, it's okay. You're a big bald dude who beats up superheroes. It's fine. You're gonna be all eccentric with all these paintings and stuff.
Now this exquisite piece exemplifies the traditional Tarashikomi puddled ink effect.
The two Neo are so imposing. I can see why Fisk liked this piece. Definitely his style.
His duality.
The duality.
Yeah.
Destruction screams, but creation toils in silence.
Was there ever anything irregular?
It's all about balance, man.
You handled
too much good, too much bad. It's all bad.
No, of course not. Not that I was aware of. Notice the intricate gold inlay on this ceremonial tea set.
It's just... A friend in the DA's office mentioned that Fisk used art sales to launder stolen goods.
I'm sure I wouldn't know anything about that.
Oh, I know.
I mean, I assume you would because, you know,
if
you are his art lady. You know what I mean?
You know what?
You are his art lady. If you didn't know, then you're just terrible at your job, huh?
While we can.
When I told my DA friend I was doing a piece on you, he mentioned your name was familiar.
Just the photo, please. Stand right there.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to say, maybe off the record, regarding Fisk's activities?
I don't think your readers would have any interest in...
Just take a bunch of random pictures, like...
Wait here, please.
Wait. I recognize that statue. Gotta get a photo. Got it.
Craig, I'll call you back.
Craig, I'll call you back.
My dear, I think it's time for you to go.
Oh, could I use the restroom real quick?
Fine. Follow me.
Thank you. This is a really lovely space.
It is. And this will be the last time you see it.
It's funny because Mary Jane,
be quick.
I don't know why.
Be right back.
Is it just me, or does this Mary Jane also look like she could be April O'Neil? Like, wouldn't you think this is what April O'Neil would look like in a Ninja Turtle game? It's kind of funny. They dead ass look the same, or they look how you think they would look. They do the same job in this. Isn't that ironic though?
Craig.
Because
Funny
Peter becomes a science dude, which he should be because he's smart. You know what I mean?
Not working the puff
and MJ becomes a reporter because she has to have something to do. You know what I mean? MJ doesn't have much to do in the comics most of the time, so it's like you gotta give her something.
This just turned into
Extra correction. Nowadays, MJ actually, well, once again, I feel like only reason MJ has stuff to do now is because she didn't have stuff to do back in the day, so they have to make her do stuff. You know what I mean? Which I'm glad because I like when my female characters aren't fucking useless, but like still though, it's still like. I don't want to say MJ in the comics is useless. She's not useless, but it's one of those where it's like you're not a super person. Like you're not even like a skilled person. You're just a normal person, and that becomes a problem with characters like that. Which is why I don't typically like romances with non-super people, because it's like the reason why Black Cat and Spider-Man works, or even Catwoman and Batman, or who else comes to mind? Like Black Canary. Well, I think Black Canary and Green Arrow's relationship's kind of iffy sometimes, depending on who's writing it. But classic suit. But you know what I mean. It's just like when they're a super person, they get it. So it's like when they go, "That's messed up. You didn't include me in on that job." It's like, yeah, she is a super person and she is capable. Versus where Mary Jane goes, "Man, you didn't let me go investigate that crime scene." It's like, because it's a crime scene, Mary Jane. God damn it.
He's holding something.
Stuff like that, though.
Statue can move. Most common pose is latent power.
Latent
Mouth
power.
closed, left arm down, right palm fit. Maybe these pieces move.
Mouth closed. Mouth closed, right arm down.
Nice.
There you go.
So close. But a piece is
Now we just
missing.
need to grab
I've
this.
seen these before.
Alright, there we go. That should be the right one. Yep.
Norman Osborn.
Oh, yay.
What is this?
Good old
Devil's
Norman.
Breath. What is Devil's...
One of the best comics that come out of recent, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about it on other live streams, but is the Goblin Carnage
Excuse me,
run,
sir,
where
you
Green Goblin
can't
became
be-
Carnage, and that thing happened to Flash Thompson. I'm not gonna spoil it in case you don't
Where's
know,
the
but
statue?
something happens to Flash Thompson. You should read it.
There.
Yeah, no, it's just
出来。
it's so funny because it was such a good run because it brought everyone back. Like it brought Otto back, and if you didn't know in the comics, the Spear of Spider-Man was basically Otto Octavius took over Peter's brain, and recently
I was on my way
obviously
to the
Peter got his
exit
brain
when I
back
saw
for the
you.
last couple years, but Otto
fucking
cloned
lie.
Peter and used his
Is this the
body,
guy I saved
the
5
clone's
minutes
body
ago?
anyway, to become a
Listen,
young version of
whoever
himself.
these
So they
masked
basically
guys
just
are, they
de-aged
after this
Otto
file.
as Peter Parker.
I'll never get it out of here.
So
Otto's
Otto's Peter again. And he's got this like
Right.
octopus, like
Okay,
he's the superior
you hide back
octopus or
there.
something is his name.
Take out the bad guys. You make a break when it's clear.
Which I wouldn't mind seeing that soon in a game, by the way. But I like the idea of that though.
Yeah, you too. Not exactly how I pictured us meeting again, though.
Funny. It's exactly how I pictured it.
it. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, so it's that run's really good.
Change your perfume?
Definitely check it.
Focus, Pete, focus.
Did you change your perfume, Peter? Don't think with your penis. Think with your brain hole.
Of course.
Should clear these guys out before I push forward.
Honestly, I'm not going stealthy. Tired of stealth. I want to bop some dudes.
Sweet dreams.
Wow, I actually took that dude out. Oh, that's bullshit. That's such bullshit. Because I straight up had a clear shot where I took the dude out. And I know you don't have to do that 100% stealth, which is the dumb part to me. Come on. There you go.
Okay, Pete. I'm hidden near the front. Give the word and I'll make a break for it.
Will do. How about that file? What's in it that these guys want so bad?
Notes on something called Devil's Breath. Fisk was hired to build a secret research lab for it. Not clear what Devil's Breath is, but it seemed to scare Fisk. He compares it to Pandora's box.
Not much.
Jesus.
We need to get you and that file out of here. Hang tight.
Oh shit. Wrong thing.
并不是我的幻觉。
Okay, room is clear.
Please, don't hurt me.
Let's wait for them to move her. Guess we can do that. Okay, there we go. So she should be safe now, I believe. Can we actually get up here? Get up here.
That's all of them.
Alright, there we go. We actually did do it stealthy.
MJ,
Did she go back to the room? That's kind of funny.
Stop!
Oh, hiya!
hide! Not cool with the hostage taking, guys.
Alright, let's activate these spider drones. These are the true OP, you know what I mean?
Whoa, is up with that glowy stuff on your hand? Are you guys ghosts?
You guys ghosts?
I've fought a ghost before.
Oh, he didn't finish that dialogue. He says I never.
I've fought specters,
Yeah, here
but,
we go.
you know, technically specters aren't ghosts.
So,
Ghosts
by
are
the
specters,
way,
but not all specters
this game
are-
has mass hints to multiple different superheroes, obviously. And they've already kind of confirmed, Insomniac, that they're gonna basically be... Spider-Man's the flagship of the video game universe, is what they're gonna try to do. And, one thing I find funny about that kind of implies that he already knows Doctor Strange. And he actually, I think, yeah, no, he straight up says he knows Doctor Strange already, which is kind of funny because it's one of those superheroes, and he knows the Avengers of who they are anyway. It doesn't necessarily say he was on their team. But, stuff like that, where it's like, how much does he know? Does he know who Daredevil is? Does he know who Punisher is? Like, you know, he definitely knows who, obviously, like I said, Doctor Strange, he knows, Black Panther, he knows the Avengers. So it's like, who else does he know? It is, I am curious, like I said, I'm curious to see what their next game will be. And if I had to be a betting man, I'd definitely say it's gonna be Daredevil. Because Daredevil has swinging.
I think I know
He
someone
obviously
who
doesn't
can help track down
have
where
wall
this came
climbing, so I don't know what they do for that. But
Drop it
Daredevil
later.
has swinging, and he does no combat. And so, and he has like they can make it like in the movie where his
You are not
staff
the reporter
changes
he
into
was sending.
different
You don't even
stuff,
work for
like
Heritage
nunchucks
Arts.
of staff
Yes,
and
I
all this
did.
other stuff.
Hi. Mary
So
Jane
I
Watson,
totally
Lady
see
Gaga.
them making it. Like Daredevil game just seems like the
Writing
more
one
logical
of what
thing
you
because
saw.
they
For
can
the record,
reuse stuff
What do you know about the file
and
those masked
you
men
know
stole?
keep some of the mechanics unless they want to
What
do
about the
completely
long
new
history of
mechanics,
stolen
which they
goods
can
Fisk has
go
laundered at this
multitude
auction
of
house?
routes.
Your editor will be hearing from our attorney.
Mix. Like the last 6 months never happened?
It's been 6 months, bro. They haven't been talking. Man, Peter, what'd you do? I mean, I think it's a win not to be with Mary Jane for 6 months, but hey, I know you like her. Me personally, I'd say good riddance. It's fucked up. Good riddance. Oh god, that's that scene from Spider-Man 3.
I have no idea, but I'm still glad he makes these fries.
Totally. Best in the city.
So, how's the grind at the Bugle?
Well, yeah, well.
Yeah,
I just got an all caps text
no,
from
by the
Robbie
way,
about my
not
son
only
passing
does
in
she
checks
work
tonight.
as a reporter,
So
she
it
works
looks
for
like
the
we meeting with
Bugle.
The legal team. Again.
As soon as he reads the article you're gonna write, guaranteed promotion.
Also, I don't know if you guys know this about Spider-Man.
mask, guys.
Spider-Man is a fucking terrible cheater.
Another night in
Like,
the
he
city.
cheats
It's your take.
a lot.
I feel like there's
Like,
been
a lot. And it makes sense for young Spider-Man
Well,
because he's
somebody's
like
all about
13
business.
and like 15.
How-
When he starts
how's
getting
it going
older,
with
it's
you?
kind of
Did-
fucked up
did you
because
get
it's like,
promotion?
Peter, come
no,
on now.
but we're on the cusp of something really big.
Like,
You
Betty
asked
Brant
me
is
for
one of the
a heartbeat,
examples.
right?
She works at the Daily
One phone
Bugle, and
call
she's
to
that
Sure,
secretary
but
chick that he
Doc
kind
Octavius' work will
of like
help
has a
millions.
thing for, and you see him kind of make
Right
out
where
with
I
her in
want it,
Spider-Man
right where I
3.
should be.
I'm pretty sure it's Betty
It sounds
Brant.
like it's more important than your other
He
job.
sleeps with her while he's with MJ.
I've never heard you talk like that before.
A lot can change in 6 months.
And I
Why
believe
did you ask me
when
here, Pete?
Black Cat's around, I believe he was technically
just,
still
you know,
with
being friends.
MJ, then he breaks up with MJ to get with Black Cat.
Is that what we are?
It's the whole thing.
Maybe we could be, you know, if that's what you wanted.
There's a lot of baggage here.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
but
but baggage holds your
is that
stuff.
so bad? I mean, baggage can carry good things too, like money and keys, raspberry lip balm.
Do you remember why we broke up?
This is a trick
This
question.
is a trick question, isn't it?
I can't answer this.
Saved by the siren.
Talk to you later.
Go.
I'm glad this is actually where we're gonna end up cutting the video too.
love seeing you two together again.
Rest in peace, my man Stan.
Always were my favorites.
Rest in peace, my man Stan. I feel like a lot of people took it harder than I did, because, like, obviously, I know he's old, so I kind of saw it coming. But still, it's unfortunate, man. Let's grab one of these cell towers, and then we will cut the video.
Hey, it's me. What's with the units heading down 3rd?
Looks like our old friend Herman Schultz is at it again.
Herman Schultz? The Shocker?
Didn't he just get paroled?
By the way, I feel bad for Shocker, because everyone confuses him for Electro.
No worries.
And
Herman's
vice versa. It's fucked
I'll
up.
have him back in Rikers by bedtime.
It's messed up, man.
Just had dinner with my ex after saving her from masked criminals. And now I'm gonna go beat up a maniac who uses shockwaves to rob people. What a perfectly normal life you have, Peter Parker.
Alright, so we're gonna grab this, and then we will cut the video. Alright, well that's gonna be it for this video. When we come back on the next one, I think we'll rock this for one more video, and then after that we'll change it again. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.